I've just finished coordinating things with my man on the ground there. SIS Agent Otto followed the enemy transmissions to a specific location planetside. He'll give you the full details. Your T7 unit can interface with Darth Angrel's hyperspace data transceiver and download his communications. Take the droid with you.
Guess I'll be playing Dejarik against myself while you have all the fun.
I'm ready to go, General.
Take a shuttle to the surface and meet Agent Otto. Good hunting. Varsuthra out.
I trust you find your starship satisfactory?
It's an outstanding vessel.
I hope that it serves you well. There is much to be done. My interests must be protected, and my enemies destroyed. Noman Kar's efforts to expose my spies and prove his Padawan's power to the Jedi Council must meet with systemic failure. You will exhaust yourself in this charge.
Where do you suggest I begin?
The information we siphoned from that Republic agent will be our map. We know my spy on Nar Shaddaa was being surveilled. We know where this Padawan was discovered, where she trained, and that the Jedi have sent someone to investigate my spy on Balmorra. The Padawan will have to be hunted down and destroyed, but first you must secure my network by silencing my spies on Balmorra and Nar Shaddaa.
Consider them wiped from existence.
Nothing less than that will be sufficient. My contacts on Balmorra and Nar Shaddaa will detail what must be done. Your tasks are paramount, apprentice. Bring cruelty. Bring rage.
Coruscant Spaceport Authority. Am I clear to depart?
We've cleared the board for you, Master Jedi. Good flying.
Lausay unsaf pama ubilin. Usatida sin fara alaim ja'al in ima jahaban iten.
My power is greater than any of the fools that surround me.
Jinasiwe ja'alaize nam nadize. Ustapaim ICJ in alam is frumadine habans. Gamlid ist franjan kupainanan.
Have you already forgotten about our honorable combat?
Ni havashun isquis kaijukai wijans in haumanai. Ufar aleze rekejeja.
I've visited my share of seedy ports, but this one's the seediest. Just as well I'm staying behind. I'll make sure nobody steals our landing thrusters.
Take care of things here. We'll return soon.
Have fun down there.
How'd you end up out here, Captain? Was there ever a time you wanted something more normal? A husband? Kids? Someone to take care of you?
I take care of myself. Always have, always will.
I'm not trying to start anything, Captain. Just thinking about a guy I met in the brigade. A merc. Fought for the Republic for 20 years. I was 16, fresh off the ship. This guy gave me my first blaster.
I thought you country boys grow up shooting.
I mean, sure, I'd handled a hunting rifle, but never anything aimed at people. This guy told me, gun's just a tool. You use it to destroy, or you use it to protect against those who would destroy you.
Guess you didn't figure that one out on your own.
So it's not exactly astrophysics, but it made sense to me. You can't protect anything if you're afraid to be out there shooting. I brought Torchy home, and my parents made me lock her up, told me not to wish away peace. I didn't have her when the Separatists came.
So this is pretty priceless. There's a ton of buzz on the net about someone breaking into Fothra's place. Fothra's been throwing credits around to find out who did it. No takers. Nemro's paying them to keep quiet. He's having way too much fun watching Fothra suffer.
HoloNet coming up with any other info?
Republic politics, rumors about the war. Nothing worth mentioning. You know, Brayden used to say I was unique for having this HoloNet link. But I've no clue how I got it. I've had this implant forever. Parents must have had me teched out as a baby. Who does that?
Maybe they were thinking about your future.
That's hard to imagine. The parents who abandoned me thinking about my future, Brayden was always encouraging me to look for my past, and I figured street kid from Nar Shaddaa, what's to know? Now, gotta admit he was right. Something weird there.
Digging around might turn up something useful.
Maybe I will. Thanks. Really, I appreciate it.
Calling Coruscant Spaceport Authority. Request permission to depart.
You are clear for departure. Have a pleasant flight.
Clear.
Imperial rations are nasty, and I lived on grubs and 2-credit wine for a year. They raise you on those things. No wonder you're a bunch of stiffs.
You make it sound like you don't like the Imperial lifestyle.
Only time I kneel is to puke in the refresher. Here's what I don't get. You got a little brass, you got a little style. You're not totally one of them. But you still play keeper's pet. Shoot all the right people when you could work for... whoever.
I could point out that goes for you as well.
You mean you could avoid the question? Me? I'm in long enough to lay low, pick up some cash, sort out some personal stuff you guys can help with. Then I'm gone.
Who knows? I show you a good time. You might change your mind.
You're fun, Agent, but you're not that fun.
Republic SIS. Welcome to Ord Mantell. Hope you enjoy war zones, Master Jedi. This planet's full of them.
What have you learned about Darth Angrel's operation here?
General Var Suthra had me send a probe droid to the hyperspace data transceiver's location. I learned 2 things. First, it's on an island. Second, they don't like visitors there. My probe droid wound up disintegrated. Make sure that doesn't happen to you, eh?
Disintegration isn't on my to-do list.
When you find the hyperspace data transceiver, plug in your T7 unit and download everything you can from its logs. With any luck, we'll learn what Darth Angrel's been up to. Be seeing you.
You know, I was a slave when I was a little girl, before I got free. Sort of full circle, I guess.
Many of your people are born into slavery. Is that what happened to you?
Near enough. My mother and sister and I were grabbed when I was little. I don't remember much of it. We worked the mines on Ryloth. Then they separated us. I got sold to a Rhodian, then a Hutt. Then some sort of weird 3-eyed thing.
All of this while you were still a child?
Yeah, I was 7 or 8 by the time I landed with 3 eyes. Anyway, I guess you know you've moved around too much when a Sith ship starts to feel like home.
This is home. And this is our strange little community.
Yeah, maybe. Watch out I don't start calling you Mama.
It's shameful such a thing happens in the Republic. She never told me how you first ran across each other.
Apprentice, you've reached Nar Shaddaa safely. Good. Don't let the glittering towers fool you. Misery and desperation rule the slums below. And desperation can drive people to many things. Remember that in your attempts to recover the artifact here.
Any idea where I should start?
In this case, the who is more important than the where. The artifact, a pendant called the Eye of Tulak, belongs to the Sith Lord Palladius. He's lived here many years, converting Nar Shaddaa's poor and suffering into zealous followers. His own cult.
He sounds like a very cunning man. I admire that.
Cunning, devious, persuasive, yes, and atrociously stubborn. Palladius leads his cult from seclusion, but you can draw him out. I've contacted 2 of his former cult members. They're in hiding now, fearing retribution, but hungry for revenge. They should prove useful.
I'm certain they will.
I have encouraged their cooperation with the assurance that once Palladius is gone, the cult is theirs to lead. Circumstances change, of course. Do whatever you feel is necessary with Palladius and his cult. The artifact is all that matters.
Nar Shaddaa. This is the place you get everything you never knew you wanted. The only laws are the ones people make with bribes or blasters. It's good to be home again. Nar Shaddaa is your homeworld? I was born in space, but this has always felt like home. There's a Hutt here named Druga who has a prototype starship engine. We need it to find Nocdrayan's fortune. Druga and I made a deal. He'll trade the starship engine for that caged beast. How can that slobbering creature be worth a ship engine? It's the last male Shanjaru in the galaxy. The species is pretty much extinct. That makes it valuable. Druga's hosting a giant moving party on his pleasure barge. It stops periodically at different locations. Right now, it's on the promenade. I sent Druga several messages, but he never replied. You'll have to make contact the old-fashioned way. I can't wait to see what kind of party this hut throws. It's a shrine to grotesque extravagance. Rich lowlifes from across the galaxy spend a fortune attending Druga's gatherings. Before you go, one more thing. I know there's a price on your head from Rogan the Butcher over some business on Ord Mantell. Word on the HoloNet is, Rogan's personal bounty hunter is here on Nar Shaddaa. His name's Zank Helrot. Watch out for him.
Who told you about the price on my head?
I ran a background check on you before we left Coruscant. A girl can't be too careful. The sooner we finish our business with Druga, the sooner we can be someplace Zank Helrot isn't. Have fun at the party.
Shaddaa, Hunter. Sleaziest place in the galaxy. Your target is the Eidolon, a professional assassin with a right scary reputation. Branded himself as the assassin who could kill absolutely anybody. For the right price, of course. Spent several years proving it, too. His background is a mystery, but he used to do a lot of work for the Hutt cartel. I'd suggest looking up Gellerin, a Twi'lek who works for the cartel. Word is he hates the Eidolon more than just about anybody. Oh, and when you find your bounty hunter rival, give him my best before you blast him to pieces. Happy hunting.
Nar Shaddaa. I always knew I'd find my way back here, just didn't picture it quite like this.
What did you picture?
I guess I thought I'd come back with Brayden and Jory. A few things you should know. The Hutt cartel pretty much runs this place, with the Exchange and various gangs trying to carve out their own piece. Krista mentioned Gellerin might help us track down the Eidolon. I remember that Twi'lek. Used to be a scummy slaver, had a bad rep, a real ruthless creep.
Let's hope he decides to be cooperative.
You'll convince him. You have a way with people. A lot of things might have changed while I was away. Let me track him down. Should we head to the promenade and see what Gellerin has to say?
I reviewed your service record before that ZR-57 op. Been meaning to discuss it with you. Says you served in the Outer Rim. Knew a lot of good men who fought out there. Heard it was brutal. Warfare like that can change a person. Make them reckless. Unstable.
You saw how I handled things on Ord Mantell. I know what I'm doing.
Taking on that Sep army single-handedly showed guts, not leadership. When I signed on with the Deadeyes, my CO was Lieutenant Vorn. Certified war hero, as decorated as they come. When he gave an order, we trusted it, followed it to the letter. A squad needs that kind of commitment to operate effectively.
You're saying you don't trust me?
I'm saying trust requires more than a slick new promotion. Havoc Squad is the Republic's most elite outfit. We tackle the missions no one else can handle. Traitor or no, Tavis is a tough act to follow. You think you're up to it?
I wouldn't be leading Havoc Squad if I didn't.
Good answer. You've got confidence and plenty of raw talent. Maybe you'll pull this off.
I think you got a message on that thing.
Download and begin playback.
Cypher 9, Intelligence is finalizing your target list, but in the meantime, there's a formality we need to address. With Darth Jadis' demise, his seat on the Dark Council has opened. It will be filled by his daughter and sole apprentice, Darth Jorid.
Jadis has a daughter?
Lord Jorid demands to meet with you. Proceed to Korriban at once. She has authorized your presence in the Sith Academy.
Find a seat. We leave immediately.
Give me a shout if you need something. I'm gonna see how they stock the lounge.
Get the rest of Darth Angrel's design files for the Desolator weapon.
I see you've landed on Nar Shaddaa. It is, I'm afraid, the armpit of the galaxy.
Why do you say that?
Nar Shaddaa is a planet of frivolity and distraction. Gambling, spice, rampant black market and gang territory disputes. But you are there to eliminate my spy, Agent Delicon. Normally it would be a trifling task, but Delicon has acquired a powerful ally.
Tell me his name so I know what to put on his epitaph.
Agent Delicon's new benefactor is a young Sith Lord named Rothari, an upstart who openly disrespects my methods. Rothari prefers a more blunt approach, The Dark Council has granted him dominion over Sith interests on Nar Shaddaa.
All that's about to change.
I would celebrate the day that nuisance was quelled. Agent Delicon knows much about my organization. I cannot have Rothari in possession of such a resource. Burn Rothari to the ground. Destroy everything he's working for. And kill Agent Delicon.
They will suffer as no one has suffered.
Haladrel Setson runs my slave operation on Nar Shaddaa. She has been a valued operative for many years. She is ready to receive you and can fill you in on Rothari's movements and interests.
Nar Shaddaa.
That is all.
Few in that world will be pleased to see you, I'm afraid. Nar Shaddaa is a den of corruption, excess, and gang violence. It is ruled by a crime syndicate, the Hutt cartel, that takes a cut from every black deed.
Surely someone must stand up to this Hutt cartel.
The cartel deals badly with those who say no. But now, despite its power, the Hutt cartel is clashing with a new group called the Guiding Hand. The Guiding Hand's followers are fanatically loyal to an unknown leader. I believe this leader is Doris Fane, one of the missing Jedi Masters.
Is there evidence suggesting Master Fane is involved?
Fane is an undisciplined maverick, but he has great charisma, incredible skill at influencing others through the Force. This Guiding Hand has attacked cartel spice shipments, operations Fane despises, in a way that shouts Fane's tactics. It's him. I know it.
I'll find him, Master. Hopefully he'll be cooperative.
Fane has flirted with darkness for years. The plague may have finally tipped the balance. Even fighting the Guiding Hand, the cartel is immensely powerful, second only to the Republic and the Empire. So far, the Hutt cartel has tolerated, even aided the Republic. But if it discovers a rogue Jedi is hurting business...
The Hutts might even strike against the Jedi over this.
My concern is less for the Order than for the Republic. We must find Fane before the Hutt cartel discovers his involvement. I have a contact on Nar Shaddaa who can help you, named Theron Cedrix. Theron is a professor of exotechnology. He was once a friend of mine, and of Fane's.
That's not a science I'm familiar with.
Theron specializes in technology thought to originate outside the galaxy itself. Fascinating and quite over my head. Theron has offices on Nar Shaddaa's promenade. He's usually there, if he's not nurturing his genius in a casino. Good luck. And don't underestimate Doris Fane, Jedi. His gifts of persuasion are unsurpassed.
Destress, dear brutish Destress. And Riley, so beautiful and intelligent. You were like children to me, which is why it pains me to do this.
You can cut the act, Palladius. You never cared about any of your children.
We don't need a tyrant for a father.
Ah, well said. Marvelous last words. Truly, I expected nothing less, which is what makes this so hard. Now, if you'll excuse me, my other children would like to play with you.
This situation is like navigating an asteroid field.
Rank, Lieutenant. That's all you're getting from me, Jedi scum.
I'm not here for you anyway.
Hey, what's that droid doing? Get away from there!
Copy every file you can, T7. We need to know what this Desolator weapon can do.
You won't live long enough to tell anyone!
Excuses. I'll feed all your worthless slugs to a rancor if I have to. You hear what... excuse me? Hey, nobody just walks in here, huh? Nobody.
I'm a bounty hunter, hunting the Eidolon. Interested?
The Eidolon? What? You're kidding me, right? No. Tell me you're kidding. You're not kidding. All right, I'll bite. Boys, hey, get out of here. Get us some refreshments. The Eidolon did some work for us, you know. He could kill anybody, anywhere. This guy was unbelievable.
I can understand why you liked him.
Oh, those were the good days. Let me tell you, we had plenty of work for him. But then at the top of his game, the Eidolon announces he's getting out of the assassination business, opened a security company. Suddenly, half the corporations here were clients of Eidolon Security, and were no longer paying the Hut cartel.
Hey, Gellerin, I haven't finished slicing those casino lugjack machines, but I thought that...
Anuli?
That's Mako! Everyone said she was dead! The Rhodium brothers grabbed her!
Someone saved me from those antenna heads, Anuli. A good friend. He took me away to Hutta.
You two know each other?
Anuli and I grew up together on the streets. He's like my little brother.
Can we get back to business? Yes? Look, nobody knows how to find the Eidolon, but if you hurt his company, he'll find you. I've seen it before. The Eidolon's biggest client is the Republic. Eidolon Security supplies those gangs with billions of credits worth of munitions every year.
Is Eidolon Security actually allied with the Republic?
It's a business. It allies with the biggest bank account, and the Republic's got a pretty impressive one. Eidolon Security's got a stockpile of munitions bound for the Republic Army. Crates are at their manufacturing facility in the Carillion sector. If that facility were to blow up, the Eidolon would owe the Republic billions of credits, which I'm guessing, hey, he ain't got just lying around.
Can't use thermal detonators. Too small. Need baradium charges, like the ones Brel made, before he blew up.
Hang on. Wait, hey, you're hearing that out of context. Brel blew himself up because he got cocky. These baradium charges are perfectly safe. You got my word.
Always wanted to go out with a bang.
That's the spirit. Ha, I wish I had a dozen of you working for me. With me.
The charges are magnetic. Gotta put them on the power generators for maximum yield. One in the control center, too.
A facility that size will have several generators. It's pretty standard. They'll be easy to spot. The charges are on a synchronized timer. Now, after you planted the last one in the control room, set the timer,
Hey,
then
my
get
number
out.
one sister in arms. Good to see you again, Lieutenant. Hope you're ready to crack some skulls, because you've really got your work cut out for you on this one.
What do we have here, Sergeant?
A real good time in the making. That's what we've got here.
Let's start with the accommodations. Port Raga is privately owned and officially neutral, but Wraith and her pals have taken over behind the scenes. My boys and I managed to tweak the sensors and keep your landing inconspicuous, but as soon as you step out of this hangar, it's party time.
How many am I up against?
We couldn't get a solid count without giving ourselves away. Somewhere between a lot and a whole lot. All Imperial. Wraith has Crestool locked up in a hangar at the other end of the station. There's heavy security plus a big bonus, explosives. Not enough bang to trash the station, of course, but plenty to ruin your day if you're in that hangar when they blow. Play it careful in there.
Thanks for the heads up, Sergeant.
You got it. I'd say it's time to get out there and get our senator back. What do you say?
Havoc Squad, move out.
It's about time.
See you on the other side, Lieutenant. Good luck.